And we're live! Welcome to English Palette. My name is Jack and I'll be your host today. I will be your teacher as well. I am a professional teacher who is currently teaching lessons on Discord / Twitch / YouTube / Facebook. You name it. Wherever you want me to be, I'll be there. Well, if this is your first time, I just wanted to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, so that you never miss another lesson. But if you are here a repeater, I just want to thank you because without you, I would be just talking to the camera and that wouldn't be much fun, right? So I'm just so grateful for everyone who's here. If you are on Twitch, say hello in the chat. I'm just looking over there already. Some people are gathering up in the chat, saying hi to each other. That's great. Okay, guys, if you are just joining us, I am all pumped because today we have an exciting topic. We will be talking about beauty and things like cosmetic surgery. So I hope you are excited about that. And how are you feeling this morning? For me, it's morning. Maybe for you, it's evening. I'm not sure when you're watching this, but if you're watching this live, this is how I'm feeling right now. Wow! I feel good. All right, and I hope you're feeling good as well. Okay, so are you guys excited to get started? Let's go. All right, we're going to get started in just a moment. First of all, I want to mention that if you are not a member of the English Hub Discord server, you are missing out in a big way. Okay, let me bring it up on the screen. And this is my first announcement. I wanted to thank the hosts of this lesson, that is the English Hub, a great, amazing Discord server where you can make some new friends, you can practice English, you can, really change your destiny. So the English Hub is almost approaching 7,000 users right now. And of course, we have free lessons, regular lessons. We meet there regularly, and that's how you can be a part of this lesson. So you need to be logged in at the time when I teach, which usually is 3 times a week. I try to have lessons regular. And then when you're online and joining us, then no problem. You can be a part of this lesson and practice your English and get a platform as well. So join the server. There's absolutely no strings attached. The best place on Discord ever. And I am not kidding you. All right, guys, so I think we are going to get started in just a minute. And if you are just logging into your Discord, wherever, well, then join us because I can see the room is filling up. The room is filling up. We have quite a few people interested in this topic. Very good. Yes. Well, let me bring up another picture here on the screen because we will be talking about cosmetic surgery. And cosmetic surgery is a booming business. In some countries, it is much more common than in other cultures. Here is just a picture of one of the most common types of cosmetic surgery treatments where an eyelid is changed from a single eyelid, which is predominant in many Asian countries, right, to a double eyelid, which is more of a European kind of a look of the eye. And it seems like this type of a surgery seems to be popular with some ladies. And I guess we'll be talking about the fact whether you can buy beauty or not. And what does it all mean? So I hope you are going to share your opinions with us in a vigorous manner and honest manner. And we really hope to hear from all of you today. Well, so that's as much as the beauty is concerned. That's just a primer to get you started thinking about these ideas. But what about discussion questions, you say? Well, all my discussion questions are posted on my website. So I need you to just go over there as well. Of course, I will show the discussion questions on the screen. They are always posted in advance. So students who follow this page, they can always see which questions are going to be discussed. And I always ask questions to post. I also ask students to post their own questions. And today we have some questions posted by Mooney. So thank you very much, Mooney, for submitting your questions. We will try to incorporate them into the lesson. Well, yes, so all those links are available for you on my Twitch channel. Please feel free to see, I'm live right here. You can see my face, my big face right here. But if you want to always be notified of upcoming lessons, pay attention to the schedule of the lessons on Twitch. And of course, there's ways that you can support the channel. If you want to book a private lesson, you can, learners can do that right here. If you want to just donate to the channel to help me buy better equipment and make the stream better or more frequent, then you can use the different membership tiers. And of course, you can just donate if you want. But of course, the best help that you can provide for me is subscribe to the channel and just be a regular user and tell all your friends about it. And that's how channels usually grow. So spread the good news, spread the word so that others can join us. All right, guys, before we get into the questions, I wanted to... actually, let's go into the questions, and we are going to select our participants for today's discussion very shortly. All right, guys, are you ready? We're going to talk about beauty. So, all right, I hope you're as excited as I am. Yes, I hear all the children are excited already. And look at that, it's our school bell ringing. Very good. Let's get started. Question number 1.
Let's go.
How important are good looks to you? Good looks. Very important, sort of important, not important at all. Should we pay attention to our good looks? Do you think people who pay too much attention to good looks are annoying? What do you think about this question? Very simple question to get us started. Then we're going to move into another question, which is, would you decide to get cosmetic surgery to look better? Why or why not? Okay, so we're going to talk about your personal beliefs about this, whether we should get cosmetic surgery or not, why or why not. Question 3, also very easy. Discuss benefits and disadvantages of getting cosmetic surgery. Now, there are some disadvantages, of course. Let's think about them. Let's make a list so that we can get a better picture of this topic. And of course, let's talk a little bit about celebrities. So depending on which country you're in, you may know some famous people who have undergone cosmetic surgery, of course. So what do you think about the results? Are you happy with what they did to themselves, or do you know of any horror stories? Share them with us. And I think many people might benefit from this, okay? Now, we also have a historical question. We are going to talk about things like beauty changing its standards in history. For example, if you look at oil paintings from 100 or 200 years ago, you will notice that, for example, women were portrayed as a little bit more voluptuous. Their bodies were larger, a little bit heavier, and that was a standard of beauty then. Maybe perhaps nowadays with Photoshop and all kinds of extreme diets, people change their standards of beauty. I hope you will share some ideas on this with us. Okay, and then of course at the end I will introduce you to the student questions submitted by students. All right, everybody, I see already the room is filling up. Make sure you notify everyone that we are live on the English Hub. And we are also live on Twitch, so you need to be looking at the Twitch channel. The Twitch channel address is in my Discord profile, so it's linked there. But if you are just listening and you are not on Discord, then it is twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. One word, English Spot, S-P-O-T. I hope to see you there. I can already see some people are in the chat saying hello. Well, let's say hello to them. Hi there, everybody. Thanks for joining us. All right, very good. And we are, of course, on our Discord server where we are interacting. So, first of all, we are going to ask for volunteers for our first round of discussions. So let's bring out our wheel of names. We're going to assign roles to different members here, and we are asking for volunteers. Okay, so I see their hands are already up. Let's see. I'm sorry, Adolf Hitler. A very interesting nickname. However, I will not allow you to use this nickname here. So unless you rename yourself, you are welcome to take part in this discussion, but maybe with a different nickname. Thank you so much. Virgil, would you like to be a part of this discussion? Virgil, can you unmute yourself? Say hi. Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Virgil. Hey, would you like to be a part of this discussion on cosmetic surgery?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, very good. So I'm just putting down your name, Virgil. Okay, is that correct? Okay, next we have anybody else wants to be a VIP. Welcome, VIP. You are visiting on our server, and would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, very good. VIP, you are in here. Okay. All right. Well, I need more volunteers. Josh, thank you for joining us. Josh, you are going to be a part of this discussion, right?
It will be a pleasure to be.
Okay, very good, Josh. Thank you. And now we need maybe 2 or 3 more volunteers. So if you are joining us, please unmute, raise your hand. Okay. Canadian Teapot. Canadian Teapot, would you like to take part in this discussion? Okay, you would need to unmute yourself. Sushi Boy, your nickname makes me hungry. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, very good. Sushi Boy, here we go. Sushi Boy is on the list. So we need 2 more participants. I see that, okay, History Man. History Man is back with a different nickname. Welcome. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, very good. History Man, thank you. Make sure your microphone is unmuted and your environment doesn't have any noise. And we are also looking for 1 more person who is Iced. Hello, Iced. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Sure.
Okay, Iced. Okay, thank you so much. Now we have 6 people joining us today, and there are different roles that each participant in the discussion has. And of course, there's the leader. The leader's job is basically to make sure there's no silence, that we are addressing questions, and that everyone is involved. Okay, those are the discussion leader's responsibilities. The timekeeper is going to just in addition to discussing the questions, the timekeeper is going to just pay attention to the timer and also try to keep the discussion moving along, so that, saying things like, oh, perhaps we should go on to the next question, suggestions like that are the timekeeper's responsibility. Then we have active participants, and active participants are people who are talking their head off. So I hope you are going to share a lot of ideas. And the devil's advocate. The devil's advocate is a very special role because you are just voicing your opinions. However, when everyone has the same opinion and there's nothing else to talk about, then what happens? The devil's advocate jumps in and starts arguing for the opposite side. So if everyone says that cosmetic surgery is a bad idea, then the devil's advocate says, wait a minute, but you can really change your looks and improve your chances in life, and try to argue the opposite point. And of course, at the end, we'll have a summarizer tell us 2 or 3 most interesting parts of the discussion to summarize it for the audience. All right, everyone, are you excited?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, then let's go. We're just going to select our roles. So I'm loading then the wheel with your names. First, we are going to choose our discussion group leader. Here we go. Who is it going to be? All right, that is History Man. Okay, History Man, congratulations. You are the leader of this group. Okay, next, timekeeper. Here we go. And that is clearly Virgil. Now, don't worry, Virgil. You still have to voice your opinion. You just have an additional task of checking the time. Next, active participant, number 1. And that is Sushi Boy. Here we go. Sushi Boy, you need to be talking a lot on this topic. And where is my mouse? Okay, and another active participant. Here we go. And that is Iced. Congratulations, Iced. Now, who is our devil's advocate? Let's find out. And that is going to be VIP. And I believe that 100% chance of Josh being our summarizer. Alright. Yes. Looks like our roles have been decided. Excellent. Alright, let's get rid of this wheel and bring up the questions. Is everyone, all the participants, looking at the Twitch channel? Because you need to be checking these questions for us, okay? We are talking about cosmetic surgery. One more time, I'll show you the picture. Look at that. Do you find the eye on the right more attractive than the one on the left? This kind of surgery is rather safe. Maybe there's nothing wrong with cosmetic surgery. What do you guys think? Well, the questions are right here. We will start with how important are good looks. Discussion participants, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay,
Yep.
all right,
Yes.
excellent. So I'm just going to get you started. Leader, you are going to take it away.
Let's go.
Time, start.
So, the first question is,
How important are good looks to you? Hello, leader, are you there?
I think we lost him.
Okay, so everybody knows the question. Maybe the leader will reconnect, but in the meantime, you guys already know the question, so jump in and let's discuss it. Do you guys pay attention to your good looks? How much time do you spend on it, or how much money?
When
I
we
don't
talk
really like-
about looks,
Yes, good looks.
it's not like we are born with it. So we should not be having that kind of any alterations. This is what I think, because whatever we have is natural. It's by birth. So any alterations to that might lead to any changes to our body functions or may have some side effects. So that might be hampering us, and it may work beyond the good looks.
Sorry, are you saying, let me just clarify, are you saying that we should not change our natural bodies?
Yes, unless we have any defectivities, like we have any
Tumor, for
disease or
example,
something.
right?
Yes.
All right, guys.
If anybody is blind by birth, so yes, there is the necessity. In that case, we should always go for the surgery or treatments. But when it comes to
Wait, sorry.
lip
But
surgery or
isn't it
nose
about
surgery,
cosmetics?
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but isn't it about cosmetics? I think we're getting a bit
Cosmetics.
off topic.
Oh, very good. Yes. I think we should define
Yes.
cosmetic surgery is not surgery for your health. It's just for good looks. That's what cosmetic means. Cosmetic means just to
I would
look
like to add a
better.
point.
Yeah.
I have
I think there's a
another
thing called
example.
Okay. All right, guys.
Yeah, I have another example for it. Then, let's say any guy has any eyesight issues and he has some spectacles. So in that case, cosmetic surgery is the one which is everybody goes for, and it's called as LASIK surgery. I guess everybody might be knowing that. So that falls in the category of cosmetics, but still, that is being used to cure the eyesight, we say. And in that case, if that is not very successful, the surgery, I mean, so yeah, then we will be on the other side. Instead of getting the better visibility, we might have some uh, consequences, bad consequences, I guess.
Interesting points. Interesting points. Okay, guys, jump in.
I mean, for cosmetic surgery, it's all, like, for me, it sounds like it's all based off of personal preference. I mean, if someone wants to, change their looks, then by all means, I mean, I think they should have the right to. But if you're getting cosmetic surgery, there can be some, like, negative medical side effects and all that. Like in the past, there's been, like, blood clots and infections and stuff like that. But, I mean, if someone really wants to change their looks, like I said, I mean, it should be based off of personal preference. And if they want to, they should have the right to do so.
I think like we could like not do this like surgery because like as he said, like it could inflict our health, it could inflict like genetic code which could like change it, and also causing a bunch of mutations to happen in our bodies, and that could lead us to a bit of a death spot, or like depending if you had some like hereditary disease.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you really think that it works on that genetic or mutational level, the cosmetic surgery?
That's a good question, because cosmetic surgery probably does not alter the DNA. It only alters the shape of our body.
Sorry, 2 points to add.
My bad.
The maximum it can do is infections. And second, people can also take for physical deformities. Like, it doesn't affect them, but it makes them look like, oh, I don't want to. Like, some basic example, there's a problem by birth, or some physical deformity. Like, your nose is a bit twisted, and you want it straight back. So at that time, cosmetic surgery is like, oh yeah, it's fine. And sometimes there's a thing called insecurity, like, God, I look ugly. Like, I don't want this. I want to make my nose is uneven. I want to get it back. I want to take it back. Because actually, I have a friend who had that. So I'm talking from his point of view, why he took it. So, yeah.
Okay, guys. We have
I think, that is the case of cleft palate surgery, I guess.
I guess we have a leader back. Our leader is back. So I don't know. Should we move on to the next question? What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, everyone's proved their point.
Yeah, next question.
Okay, so what do you think? Would you decide to get cosmetic surgery to look better? Why or why not?
Well, I don't have any physical deformities. I'm fine. So I don't need it. Until I get an accident which is like burn my face. Until that, no.
Okay, guys, jump in. Share your opinions.
Same with me. I wouldn't get cosmetic surgery because like it's not even about like the outside looks at this point. It's like inside looks. Like what is in the inside is superior to the outside. That's what I think.
Yeah, but if there is any case in which the person, whoever has any kind of deformities or any issues with his body and thinking of going for cosmetic surgery, so it's like if he or she goes for it, then it will build the self-confidence and might change the whole life of that guy forever, because the confidence he'll be having in the society, and societal acceptance is something which everybody cannot deny. We have to live in it. So I think we can go in that case for surgery. We should go.
Interesting points.
Obviously, before you have any kind of surgery, you know, like you go for a consultation and stuff with your doctor and all that. So I would get the surgery knowing the risks. So like if it was a surgery without really any risk, like infection, I mean, I guess you could say all surgery has a risk of infection, but I mean, I would, first consult with a doctor and, like find out all the risks and stuff. But I would do it if it wasn't that severe.
Interesting points.
And so I would like to add that everybody are telling that they will do unless it's important. So I would like to say that right now cosmetic surgeries, if we see, so there are a lot of experts around. So I think that I would like to oppose it. Like if it is like, even if it's not important, there are still many surgeries that have succeeded. So I think like we can do.
So
Well, there's a low chance of it,
Okay.
and you can do it if you want. It's just a personal opinion for everyone. If people are scared, like if you're in a box and you have 50% chance to die, 50% not, like spontaneous cat. So some people will take it. Yeah, I think. And if you like survive, you get something good in that case. So some people may do it, some people may not. Even if the risk is very low. Some people are just scared, like they don't want to risk their life or ruin their life for anything, even if it's like 0.1% chance to do be. So there's a fear.
Yeah. That's what I told. There is a low percentage of chance to like if for a issue, but yeah, it's totally on the person's point of view.
Yeah, like so it's a bit off topic, but you know the chances of dying from a shark are very low, but people still take care of it, right? They don't go like so far or like be protective, even if like it's very low chance compared to a car accident.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah.
see.
So what you're saying is that cosmetic surgery is relatively safe.
For the
Yes.
most part, yes.
Yeah, relatively safe. Yeah, that's the
Yes.
question.
Maybe not.
My friend had to actually go to Costco. My
Maybe
friend
not
actually took
much
a
of
week to be recovered properly, and it's actually pretty fast if you compare it like for a week. He
I
said
see.
he was lucky with it, but
And
like
very low
there
chance
was
of fatal.
he was having a lot of nosebleeds while that happened. Like he was bleeding a lot. I'm gonna say that.
I see. So you know someone who's had the surgery and they were bleeding very
Yeah.
heavily. Ouch.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. It's actually natural. It doesn't. It like didn't hurt him that much, but at the first first to 3 to 5 days, it pained him a lot, and after that, it just went away.
I see. Okay.
You need to ensure that
Yeah.
you go to a qualified professional. I mean, like in the United States, obviously you guys know that there's many doctors out there who do cosmetic surgeries and are good at it and have a huge profession for it. But I mean, you need to make sure that the doctor is qualified and knows what they're doing. You know, you don't want to just
Oh no, actually, it was
say
a
one day you
physical.
want to
It's
get it.
actually pretty common. If you, from his point of view, like doctor said, it's pretty common. And second, he had like extremely like like crooked nose, so it would of course take him time for his nose to adjust. So even if it was like the best doctor in the world, he would have still bled and you like a lot.
I see it.
So,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Unfortunately, we are out of time for this round. Okay. So thank you so much to our participants. You guys did a great job. This is usually our first round is kind of rough, but I think you guys did a good job. Now, let's ask our summarizer, which is Josh. Josh, can you give us 2 points that are really interesting about this round of discussions? So, can you something that's stuck in your memory? Can you just summarize it for everyone?
actually saw irrespective of risk, there's a low chance that people are scared. Wait. Yeah, people are scared, and also like I heard many opinions about you should have it or not, and I think it's pretty what do you say underrated in a way. It's good, but people think it's bad and it will cause a lot of harm. I saw people going a lot on negative side, so that sucked. Like it's safe, like VIP said, but still people are going very negative for it. Like it's not good. I think it's in the society for now.
Okay.
It will take some time to be accepted.
Sure. What I would like the summarizer to do is to really focus on the actual discussion, whatever just took place, and just pick up 1 or 2 points that are maybe most interesting that were raised either by yourself or by somebody else. Okay. Again, we're just trying to get this discussion into a particular, like an academic form, so that you guys can use this model in your academic classes when you take courses. Okay, we cannot just ramble on various topics, but we need to try and stay on, remember what was discussed, and then the summarizer's job is to point out 2 things maybe that were really interesting. So Josh, can you try that again? Can you try another point? Something that was interesting mentioned during this discussion.
One was particularly by VIP. He like I think it was by everyone, Sushi Boy and like everyone. They talked about the risk. As I don't remember the guy name, but he said he would have taken a facial or no facial surgery or cosmetic surgery, but he should have known the risk. So it was actually stuck in my head. Like how many people do actually know the risk? So that was one point I know because in near my area people use traditional methods. That's why. And second point I talked about was wait, I need to think one second for second point.
Did you forget? Well, it happens. It happens. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much again.
It's actually money.
Okay,
obviously.
now, oh, the money. Yeah, it costs a lot of money. That's true. Okay, guys. Well, thank you again. Excellent round. This was just a good introduction into the topic. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. I think, let me just provide some feedback from the teacher. Okay. I just think that it's good. The good thing is you guys stayed on topic. You talked about the cosmetic surgery and so on. Maybe the problem was that the leader was not always available and there was no one to really direct this discussion. So I tried to do that from time to time, but this wasn't really my job. At the same time, I hope that maybe for the next round of discussions, that all participants try to focus on the question, okay? So it's really important when your teacher assigns you to a discussion group that the group doesn't go off on a tangent, that you should stick to the topic. It's okay to ask a follow-up question, but it has to be related to the question that is provided for your discussion. And if someone starts talking about something else, then you bring them back. Says, yeah, that's an interesting point. However, what do you think about question number 2 or something like that? Does that make sense? Is that helping you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Very good. Well, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a round 2 of our discussion. So if you are on Discord in our stage channel where we are interacting, raise your hand and I will include you in round 2 of our discussions. Okay, so raise your hand. I see there are some people interested in talking about eye surgery, or not eye surgery, cosmetic surgery. Eye surgery is just one of the common ones. Okay, so can we buy beauty? Can we buy beauty? Little alpaca, would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Hello there.
Hello there, little alpaca, would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let me just okay, I want to get your name right. So we're
Sorry,
going...
I gotta go. Bye.
Oh yeah, thank you, Josh. Thank you. That was Josh, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Little alpaca, you are in here. Okay. Anori, hello Anori, would you like to be a part of this discussion? You have to unmute yourself. Yes. Hello Anori, yes. Can you hear me? Your mic doesn't seem to be working. I hope it's temporary. Okay, what about... Hello, Anori, is that you?
No, I was. It's me. Do you want us to go back to the audience?
Oh, well, yeah, sure. You can just mute yourself if you... Yes, thank you so much. Well,
yeah, no problem.
We want to give priority to people who haven't tried. So I'm going to give that priority to first-timers. But also, if you have been around and you want to take part in this discussion, just raise your hand as well, okay? So, Dr. Rosen, would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yeah, of course.
Dr. Rosen, okay, we are having a doctor with us. Dr. Rosen is going to be part of this discussion. Please raise your hand. And I am also trying to encourage our regulars from our English Hub. Don't be shy. I know you're in the audience, so just unmute yourself and raise your hand and I will let you in. Okay, I know you know who you are. I'm talking to you. So join our discussion.
I would like to go with the audience team this time.
Okay, who is that? Sushi Boy?
Sushi, yes.
Sushi, you want to be a part of this discussion or no? You just want to listen?
I just want to listen.
Okay, fine. Then you can just mute yourself. All right, we need volunteers for part 2 of our discussion. So raise your hand in the Raise your hand in the stage room. Well, don't make me play the elevator music. We are waiting for participants. Round 2. We still have interesting questions to cover. Maybe talking about advantages and disadvantages of cosmetic surgery. Hello, Heidi. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? Hello, Heidi. You have to unmute your microphone. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Heidi. Would you like to be a part of our discussion?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. All right. Who else wants to join? Harry, raise your hand. Okay, History Man, I'll let you go again. Last time maybe there was some technology problem. Would you like to be a part of this discussion again?
Yeah.
Okay, so just yeah, History Man. Okay, History Man is going second time, but hopefully you can be more active this time. And Canadian...
My microphone was acting up.
Okay, Canadian Teapot, do you also want to be a part of this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, well, I gave you a chance last time, but you were kind of quiet, so I hope this time around you will be able to discuss this more actively. Okay, we need more people. What about others? Emma, Goodnam, our regulars. How about Pooh? What about I'm going to call you by name, guys. Soup Hale.
We've got one.
Soup Hale. Okay, Soup Hale. Am I reading your name correctly? Suhail. Suhail. Hello, Suhail. Can you unmute yourself? Okay. All right, we still need... Hello, Suhail, that's you?
Yeah, it's Suhail.
Okay, Suhail, I'm adding you to the list. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. All right. Okay, we have 6 people, and we are going to now assign the roles. Let me bring up our wheel of names, and here is our round 2. Choosing our discussion group leader. All right. Oh, and it's Harry. Okay. Congratulations, Harry. You're the leader. Who is our timekeeper? Let's find out. Dr. Rosen. Congratulations. Dr. Rosen, timekeeper. Now, active participant. Suhail. You are going to talk your head off. Talk your head off. Who else is joining you? Let's find out. Canadian Teapot. Canadian Teapot, you need to talk your head off. Who's our devil's advocate? And that is going to be Little Alpaca. Little Alpaca is our devil's advocate, and the History Man will do the summary for us.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay, so let me just remind you about the questions. If you're not looking at the Twitch channel, please do, because here are the questions. We were talking about good looks, if they're important to you or not. Would you decide to get cosmetic surgery? Yes, no, what circumstances? Maybe you can discuss the benefits and disadvantages of getting cosmetic surgery. We were talking about infections, or maybe people getting addicted to more and more surgeries, never ending and not satisfied with their looks. And what about some famous cases? And of course, we can talk about beauty changing its standards throughout the ages. How were they different? And if you're interested, we also have a question from students. So Mooney submitted a very good question. In this case, Mooney is asking, what is the impact of the social media on people's self-esteem. Okay, so it's a little bit not related to cosmetic surgery, but it is, because if you are encouraged by social media to get cosmetic surgery, maybe it has impact on cosmetic surgery. Plastic surgery, people choose it because they were influenced by social media. Good question. If you can, the leader, I'm talking to Harry, if you want to incorporate that question, that is up to you. I will just put it on the screen so that everyone can see. And if you are ready, Harry, are you ready to take it away?
Let's go.
Hello, Harry, are you ready? Okay. All right. So just remember, the leader's job is make sure that everyone is participating. So you see their names, you can call them by name and ask them to give you their opinions. Of course, you are also giving your opinion as well. All right, guys, ready? Let's go. Time, start.
Now.
Well, let's discuss it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, who do you want to first talking?
Yeah, it's up to you to choose the question. You can choose any question you like.
Oh, by the way, Alan, what does the devil's advocate do?
Okay, well, the devil's advocate argues the opposite point when there is no more discussion. If everyone agrees and they say, "Oh yeah, it's the cosmetic surgery is bad, I don't like it," then the devil's advocate jumps in and says, "Oh, wait a second, but there are many advantages."
I thought that was it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Sorry, carry on with the discussion.
Yes. So let's get started. I'll restart the time, guys. Time start. Let's go.
Well, I start to discuss the benefit and disbenefit of getting cosmetic surgery. Well, I think Little Alpaca, did you want to say it first?
Well, I think that people actually think that it is beauty now, because I think it's so pumped in media itself that I think people think it is beauty and how common it is. And you know, who am I to say it isn't? But I think it does come with its disadvantages in health, and I think the only time it's only beneficial is in war, when people have had like their faces blown off and things. That was what it was invented for, and I think that's what it should stay as, rather than a thing of beauty, because you should be who you are at the end of the day, unless you're disfigured.
Interesting points, guys. What do you think about that?
That was very good.
Well, what about the others?
Well, I agree that, and well, my opinion.
Disagree with my own point.
Yeah. And can I ask my opinion? Well, my opinion is the advantage is of course that you can be beautiful. This is the biggest advantage. Well, it's only to in the idol detail. To add that, well, you can achieve the idol type, the medical technology. The disadvantage will be high cost of physical side effects and some negative views. The cost of physical side effects upon the individual. So I'm not going to discuss them too much. I think the reason why this topic was discussed because of the society and the individual perspective on plastic surgery. Because it's not just an individual thing. I think it will still exist even in society, probably is perception. Human have long for nature and beauty, and these two have been greatest praiser for human with nature beauty, and that comes together. Of course, who didn't hire to pursue beauty for their time with artificial, for example, wigs, corset, etc. The same is true of a modern society. People will still admire and those who the natural beauty. Therefore, some people will have a negative view of cosmetic surgery, which is an artificial method. Unfortunately, people who have plastic surgery thinks is completely in a table to encounter these negative views. Of course, it's never opinion that people who blindly accuse people of plastic surgery to write things. The idea is that such a people can only exist. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, thank you, Harry. That's interesting. Okay, guys, do you have anything to add or to respond to that?
Really. A few things to add on this, like as Little Alpaca and Harry said. Plastic surgery is good in terms of if you look at it in a medical perspective. For example, if a person has been to war and he has a blown up face, it can be a boon for him. Yeah, it can be a boon for him. And if someone has met with an accident, it can be a boon for him because he might get a face which is much more, much more kind of natural, or it is good to look at. But if you look at the negative sides, look at plastic surgery as a business. For example, they create a K-pop model who is perfect in his looks, like who has a perfect body measurements, who has a perfect skin tone, and then they market him as a sign of beauty. But beauty isn't something which someone beautiful in their own, whatever it is, or their body type, whatever it is, their eye shape, whatever it is. People have to love themselves. But what they do instead is they try to follow a beauty figure, or maybe a K-pop idol, or maybe someone, or maybe say you are following some celebrity and you want to have a celebrity look. But it is not exactly possible, and it comes with a huge financial crisis to you. So that's kind of a bad way looking at plastic surgery.
Okay. I'm just cognizant of the time, guys. Maybe you want to move on to another question? What do you think?
Well, all I want to say is just like beauty is the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. Beauty isn't really necessary.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Guys, do you know any... Let's move on to the next question. Do you know any famous people who have undergone cosmetic surgery, and do you think the results were very good or not so good? What do you think?
I know a singer who made cosmetic surgery. She's called Katy Perry.
Okay.
And she's a singer. She's a very popular singer, and she had like cosmetic surgery. I don't know when it was, but I think it ended up good.
So she looks better.
Then you have the kind of the opposite side with Michael Jackson. I don't think I really need to say anything more there. Just Michael Jackson.
Oh, so are you saying that Michael Jackson was addicted to cosmetic surgery? He had a whole series?
Well, maybe not. Maybe just that. But in argument to the other person's thoughts, that it was a real disaster, especially with the famous Michael Jackson nose thing. I don't really want to get into talking about Michael Jackson, but I just kind of wanted to add my points to do with that.
Yeah, so you're saying there are positive stories and there are not so great stories.
Yes, that it was a colossal failure. But yes, that's what I wanted to add.
Okay, anybody else? Come on, guys, we have active participants here.
Well, you told Michael Jackson. Well, I want to tell Michael Jackson too. Well, he had a plastic surgery once because of burns and wants more to take care of his beauty.
Yes, like I said, I'm fine with that. During the Coca-Cola or was it Pepsi advert, one of the two. But yes, I totally agree with that. But I do not agree with the fact of how he tried to change himself for various reasons. Like I said, I'm not going to get into the whole case of Michael Jackson. But yeah, to do with like the nose and everything. Like I said, I'm not going to say much. But yeah.
Okay.
Well, what about the other guys, Suhail or VIP?
Suhail or Canadian Teapot? What do you guys think? Do you know any
Canadian
famous?
Teapot left.
Oh, Canadian teapot left. Okay, well that's too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
History man, are you still here? What do you think about this?
Yeah, quite interesting.
Yes. So
It
what?
is interesting.
Right. So would you be interested in getting surgery if you needed to, or no?
No.
I don't really want to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't really see
after
much
all, beauty doesn't really matter. It's just how.
Okay. But you know, some people can, if they are good looking, they can get maybe better promotion at work. They can be hired for some jobs that normally nobody would hire them for. So they can improve their chances in life. So that's the argument from the other side, saying that, well, if you want to be a tour guide, if you want to be a fashion model, you have to pay attention to these things.
Yeah.
But no, really a negative thing for me.
Okay.
Couldn't do that.
Okay.
That's just mine.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the short-term gains, like maybe a tour guide or a model or something like that. There comes a long-term complications with plastic surgery also. I've seen a lot of cases where people had to face a lot of difficulties. There was a guy who had some bacteria infected in his stomach side cause of some complications in plastic surgery. There was a case wherein a person could not close his eyes because there was a gap between his eyelids. The plastic surgery did not went in a very positive way. So if you want to look at it, look at it in a long term. Like after say maybe 10 years or maybe after 15 years, you are having a family and you couldn't support yourself because you had undergone a procedure long time back. Once something natural goes off, it doesn't come back to you the way it was. So
Especially
that's my point.
silicone implants for that reason. Especially silicone, because that can go strange
I see.
after like 10 years or something.
Oh, I see. 10 years later, the silicone can start leaking or going really, really bad, yes?
Which can actually, just poison you to death or stuff. I don't know,
Wow.
I'm not a plastic surgeon, but yeah.
Thank you, guys. Wow, that was great. Thank you. We are unfortunately out of time, but this was really, I think it was getting interesting. It was starting to get interesting. So thank you so much again to all the participants. Now, let's ask History Man if you're here.
Yes.
History Man, what do you think? Can you pick up as a summarizer, because your job is also summarizer this time around? Can you just pick up 2 interesting points that you heard during this discussion that you want to share with the audience?
So I heard about the Michael Jackson one, and I never knew he had like plastic surgery. So I really found that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And the second was the other point was I don't know, but it was like you said like the plastic surgery if you're a fashion model and things, and like if you want to become a fashion model and higher promotion. I found that also very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I see. In some competitive job markets where looks are extremely important, right? Like high-profile sales, or let's say you are a TV anchor or someone, they want to, that may mean they are hired or not hired, right? Depending on how they look.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
These were all very. These were all very interesting points.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And thank you for doing a good job at summarizing. That was really well done. Thank you. Good job. Yeah. So, by the way, if you are watching on Twitch, then you hear all the sound effects. But if you are in the Discord, you probably don't hear all the sound effects that I'm playing from my soundboard. Anyway, that's great. That's great. Thank you, guys. Well, again, I think you did very well. Let me just give a little bit of a feedback here. So, I think the second round was much better. It was much more focused. I really want to say big thank you to Hari she actually was able to explain a lot, unpacked a lot of ideas. But everyone did. Everyone participated well, and you were able to, explain your points clearly. So in order for it to improve, I would just maybe try to encourage you to jump in more, and maybe a good discussion has this ingredient of looking back to what other person said, to what they said, and just kind of use it as a launch pad, saying, oh, well, Hari said this about beauty, but I wanted to add to that, or I actually wanted to disagree, or something like that. Okay. So just try to listen to each other more carefully, and then you can build on top of what the other person just said. This gives the discussion a continuity. But other than that, excellent. Well done, guys. Good job again.
A very well-formed, extremely well-formed chat room. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you. It's our pleasure to be in. And by the way, if you are not part of our English Hub server, please join, because we have these quite regularly. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Well, and now, thank you. That's great. Well, now I just wanted to encourage you once again to maybe support the channel. It's twitch.tv/EnglishSpot. You can find various ways of either redeeming your bits on Twitch, or maybe there's even a link here. You can buy me a coffee, which helps this channel to grow and to have more regular meetings. We also have a schedule of classes, so pay attention to that. If you follow the channel, you will always be notified of the upcoming lessons. Now, if you don't have Twitch, you can also follow me on YouTube, subscribe to me on YouTube. We're also live there. And by the way, there's a poll on YouTube. Shall we check it out? Let me just quickly see. I will turn off my screen so that you can't see what I'm doing, but there's a poll, and I believe 55% of people on YouTube are saying that you can buy beauty. Yes. However, 45% of people said no, that it's impossible to buy beauty. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, we
Thank
didn't
you.
actually talk about clothing. I know it wasn't part of the subject.
Right,
but,
right.
Clothing, I guess, could class.
I guess you could buy
But
beauty
anyway.
by going to a clothing store and getting a makeover.
Yeah.
So hi to people
Lots
in the
of,
chat.
Interesting perspectives.
Yeah, very
Quite
interesting.
fascinating.
You could also have like a spa day or something if you were, I don't know, very dirty or something. I don't know.
Yes, of course.
Make
You could have a
yourself nicer.
makeover and
You
buy
already
yourself
look
a
more
bit of
horrible.
beauty. Very good. Oh, and now we just, guys, the poll just shifted. It's 50-50 exactly. 50-50%. So people have controversial opinions about this. They can buy beauty, or maybe they are thinking the real beauty comes from inside, from your character, from your personality. So you cannot buy that. Maybe.
Well,
Maybe.
I've got to go. So
Thank you. Thanks so
very
much for joining us. And now, guys, we are going to continue with our last round of discussions. And the topic, as you can see, is where is it? Here we are. The topic is cosmetic surgery or beauty in general. What the kind of things that people do for beauty, crazy things like cutting their bodies and stuff like that. Well. And we also have a question from our students, which is about the impact of social media on self-esteem. Do you think social media helps our self-esteem or brings us down? So if you want to be a part of that discussion, please raise your hand in the stage room right now, and I will add you to our queue of participants. We have Fenry. Hello.
English palette.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, and thank you for organizing this. This was very insightful, and I'll be leaving. So just.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. You made my day. Okay, thank you. That is so nice to hear. Well, so I tried to unmute someone here. We have Fenry. Would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, Fenry, let's get you in here. So Fenry, you will be one of the people here, and we have Angela. Hello, Angela. Would you like to take part in this discussion? Hello, Angela.
Hi.
Hi, Angela. Would you take a part? Would you like to discuss the questions of beauty and cosmetic surgery?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Okay, more people are raising their hand. We have Bino YT. Bino YT, would you like to be a part of this discussion? Bino, I sent you a request to speak. You have to unmute yourself. Hello, Bino? No, I think we lost Bino. Anybody else? VIP, would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes, sure.
Okay, VIP, you are in. And we also have Trixie. Hello, Trixie. Would you like to be a part of this discussion? We are discussing cosmetic surgery and a concept of beauty.
Sure.
Trixie. Okay, Trixie, thank you for joining us. And we also have Ryans. Ryans, would you like to be a part of this discussion?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for volunteering. Excellent. And one more participant. We need one more person to raise their hand. Bino, is your microphone working now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, would you like to be a part of this discussion on cosmetic surgery and beauty?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, Bino. All right. Thank you. Wait, maybe we can have room for one more if you guys are interested. Flex.
Oh.
Flex.
English colleague?
Yes.
I think I have to go.
Okay, so if you go, who is that? Flex? No, who wants to go?
History man.
Oh, History Man. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us, History Man. All right, what about Flex? Do you want to take part in this discussion?
Sure.
Okay, Flex. All right, I'm getting you into the queue. And now, are you looking at my Twitch channel? Because we're live on Twitch, twitch.tv/English Spot. And that's where we are interacting. Let me bring up the wheel and we're going to assign the roles. Who is going to be our leader? Let's find out. All right. And that's Bino. You are the leader. Make sure that everyone is involved in the discussion. Who is our timekeeper? Let's find out. That's Trixie.
Hello, may I start?
Yes.
Excuse me, what?
Yes, Trixie, do you have a question?
No, I just thought I heard my name.
Yes, because you will be the timekeeper for this discussion. That means you will be saying things like, okay, I think we should move on to the next question. Okay, something like that.
Right.
Okay, all right. So let's find out who the active participant is. All right, that could be... That's Flex. All right, Flex.
So what do I have to do?
Next active participant is... Fenry. Hi, Fenry.
Sorry, can you repeat my role? I didn't get it.
Who was that, Fenry?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just active participant, so you basically need to speak your opinion, speak your mind, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, very good. Let's see who else is here. Devil's Advocate is our VIP. The Devil's Advocate argues for the opposite point, something that people don't argue for, okay? And we also have another active participant is going to be Ryans. Okay, Ryans, let me add you to this list. Okay, Ryan's, you need to speak a lot, okay? Ryan's, here we go.
Yes, sir.
And summarizer is Angela, I believe. Angela will be a summarizer.
Sure.
So, Angela. Yeah, Angela, you are just like everybody else. Everybody is voicing their opinion and speaking on this topic. But at the end, we will also ask you, Angela, to give us a summary of key, maybe 2 things that were most interesting during the discussion. Okay?
Okay.
All right, that's awesome. Okay, everybody. Well, we are live on Twitch. If you're just joining us now, Twitch TV/English Spot, English SPOT. We are also live in our Discord channel called the English Hub. It's a great server. Let me bring it up on the screen one more time. We are approaching 7,000 users and the server is growing, and it's the best place for you to make friends, meet new people, practice English, meet people from all over the world. So join the server, and that's how you take part in our lessons. And back to the questions. You need to be looking at my website, either on website or just twitch.tv/English Spot, and that's where the questions are. So let's look at some of the questions. We talked about the beauty throughout the world, and now this question is very interesting. I think beauty means various things to various people at various times. Obviously, in history, maybe women were portrayed as a little bit larger, and that was beautiful. Nowadays, women tend to be very skinny, or athletic look is popular. So how has the idea of beauty changed in history? Maybe give some examples. And we also have questions submitted by students. Let me bring it up here. Mooney is asking, what is the impact of the social media on people's self-esteem, because they see beautiful people on the social media and that makes them feel better or worse? And do you think that social media encourage plastic surgery? All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so it's up to the leader. Look, your names are on the screen. It's up to the leader which question you want to tackle first. And here we go. I'm starting the timer. 10 minutes. Time start now. All right.
I'll go for
Yeah, go for it. Which question do you want to start with?
the social media one.
Okay, excellent. So what is the impact? Go.
I feel like when a lot of people see beautiful girls and their bodies and everything, they feel like they're not pretty anymore and they try to be like them, and that just lowers their self-esteem.
Good point. It lowers their self-esteem. What do you guys think? Jump in, guys, jump in. Now is the time to discuss.
Okay, I have an opinion on that. Hello, everyone.
Well, so what is your opinion? If you have an opinion, share it.
So I think honestly, social media and the standards of beauty are completely unachievable. Even though if you went through cosmetic surgery, you wouldn't be able to get it. Because not even the people you're seeing are portrayed as something that is achievable in any sort of way. Let me give you a dumb example. You're on Snapchat. You have a filter with freaking butterflies in your face. Why? Why? I think honestly, I am so concerned about. I have a daughter. I have a 2-year-old daughter, and it's just how on earth am I gonna teach her something that's normal within herself?
Good points, guys. What do you think? Jump in.
I can agree with Dan girl. Can I talk?
Yeah, of course.
So I agree with Danny girl, or whatever. How do you say? The impact of social media is so bad that I myself personally, I deleted Instagram because I noticed that it's not about the plastic surgery and everything, but people are representing themselves in unnatural way. So if you know that person in real life, you will know that the thing that they are portraying on social media is totally not true. So in a way, it's very deceiving, and it is 100% not healthy for the mental state of mind. That's my take on it.
Excellent points. Excellent points. What do you guys have to add on this topic?
Yeah, so I would like to I would like to say that, you know, now people know that in Instagram and all there are filters available, and a lot of people use filters for these. And I think so people would only do a surgery if there is any irregular shape or any incident.
Okay. So are you also on Instagram and Snapchat?
No, like I'm only on Snapchat.
Okay, interesting.
Can I make another?
Yeah, please do. Yes, join us and voice your opinion.
So I feel like sometimes like social media can have like a good effect, because like those healthy things can inspire you to like maybe work out more and eat more healthy, and then make you feel good about yourself. And all those like inspiring TikToks or videos on YouTube, like you're beautiful no matter what, that can make people feel good.
I see. So what you're saying is that there's a positive aspect. People can maybe lose weight, live a healthier life because they are encouraged by others on social media. Okay, what do you guys think? Well, isn't that something encouraging?
Like, for example, this kind of thing is absolutely positive about social media, that we can actually discuss this. I think it's positive because we all get to have an opinion on this and discuss it in a healthy way, not being judgmental, which I think is absolutely brilliant. But on the other hand, I don't think speaking about health per se, I don't think that accepting yourself in a way, either if you're way too skinny or way too overweighted, is like accept yourself no matter what. Like, yeah, accept yourself, but if you're not living a healthy kind of way and you don't have healthy habits, then you should tackle that for what it is, for health, not for being acceptable within the beauty standards.
Interesting points, guys. Did you get that?
Yes, I totally agree with what she's saying.
Wow, this is getting deep. So, but do you think that companies try to use social media to manipulate people, especially young people? For example,
Absolutely.
The makeup they advertise doesn't look the same when you put it on. It's like it's not actual skin, but people try to make it look like that, I guess, when they advertise it.
Yeah, and also I would like to state a real life example. I don't know the name, but it was a famous actor, and a company influenced her about these surgeries and told that you could look way more better, but the final results were not that good.
So are you saying that something went wrong during this surgery, or was the product bad?
No, the surgery was like the product was bad.
I see. Okay.
I think there's a lot of deceiving advertising, because, like, for example, I am a makeup artist, right? And I don't see makeup as something that you should cover up your flaws, but enhancing what you like about yourself.
Very good. Enhance your good qualities, right? Enhance it. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. Exactly. So I think, like, for example, I was volunteer for a hospital that had like people that were burned, right? So I did special effects makeup, and I went there to teach them how to use makeup in a safe way for their scars. Not in a way to cover them, but to make them feel like they didn't have to be ashamed of what they already been through, you know?
I see.
So I think makeup in that way could be like super helpful for people that were that went through traumatizing kind of things. Now, if you're watching an advertising for this thing will make your pores go away, like nothing will shrink your pores. That's impossible. You can cover them up, but nothing will shrink your pores. Pores are part of your skin. Why are we portraying that as being a bad thing? It's absolutely natural. We all have them.
Very good. Good points, guys. Does everyone agree?
Yes, I think
Mm-hmm.
a nice way of putting it.
Yes, very good. Trixie, that was a nice acknowledgement. Well, okay, but what about some jobs that really require you to look beautiful, and people want to, they want to look at a beautiful fashion model, or they want to look at a newscaster that looks pretty. Do you think these people should pay attention to their looks and kind of try and maybe choose options such as cosmetic surgery? I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here a little bit.
I feel like plastic surgery is trying to reshape your face. It's like people who don't think that they're pretty enough go through the surgery, and I feel like it's not necessary.
I see. So it's not necessary at all.
I don't really understand the concept of trying to be like someone else. Like, I think you can actually like something about someone else, and you can think that that girl is pretty. I like her, I don't know, her lips, and then apply something that actually fits to your kind of features. Not being like that girl, being your own self with enhancing something that you think that it maybe look good on you, because you are not that person. Those lips will not look as they look on someone else. You are your own self.
Wow, that's really well said. Do you guys agree with Danny's girl? Wow, this is awesome. Thank you. I think we just ran out of time this very second. That was a nice wrap up.
Good. Yeah, that was nice.
That was
Thank
nice.
you guys.
Well, Danny girl, don't go just yet. I hope you can stick around a little bit, because we still have summarizer Angela. Angela, are you here? Hello, Angela. Were you part of this discussion, Angela? Because hi, can you unmute yourself, Angela? Hi,
yes,
hi, Angela. Yes, we can hear you. So, as a summarizer, can you just summarize maybe a couple of most interesting points that you heard raised by this group?
Yeah, on a social look, on the social outlook, we should see that many teenagers these days try to just be another one by some artificial surgeries that just make their appearance change completely, or somehow, for example, on their face, or even in the different parts of their body. However, most of us disagree, but I should say, and not as a summarizer, as a opener and new opinion about this matter, I should say that I can see many of us that maybe in the very social discussion we said we disagree about this matter, but we really like to just look more beautiful, specifically particularly among women, female. I think it is more common. Even as myself, I had a no surgery, and I should say that I'm very satisfied with this kind of change. However, it was not very easy to do that. It was a very difficult time and moments I've had, but I should say that maybe we change our appearance, but the person is
Hello?
exactly as it was, such as our friend says.
Okay, I think Angela is breaking up at times, but I think what she said was very interesting.
Too natural to do this.
Yes, I think it may be some lag on the connection there, but Angela, thank you so much for sharing that. That's great. So we have someone who has had a nose surgery, and Angela is very satisfied with the results, she said, and that's great. But at the same time, the person inside remains the same. So if you're not satisfied with who you are inside, your plastic surgery is not going to help you. You are always going to be dissatisfied with yourself. These are some great points.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's awesome. Great. Thank you, Angela. So a big round of applause to our participants in round 3. That was amazing, guys. That was amazing. And it's discussions like these that restore my faith in humanity. Okay. And I'm really I want to also thank Danny Girl for sharing her wisdom. This was very interesting. That was great. I hope you can continue joining our meetings on a regular basis. And
for sure, I'm a mom. I have a very tight schedule, but
yes,
I always try to like make some time to practice my English.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. That's what we're here for. Well, so how did you guys do? What do you think? Let's ask the feedback from the group. So the question is, since I'm a teacher, I want you to self-reflect. So if you were to turn back the time and do this discussion again, how would you have done it differently? Or so focus on something positive and then focus on something that you would improve. What do you guys think?
Speaking more.
Trixie, you would like to speak more? Okay, so question for you, Trixie. What prevents you from speaking more? Is it that you don't want to disturb the other person?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought so, yes. But you know what? In actual conversation, when people talk, they don't mind interrupting each other. So maybe you don't want to interrupt halfway through the sentence, but when you hear there is a chance, because the person just finished speaking about one point, then you should just not wait. You should actually jump in and say, actually, I want to say something about that too, okay? Good point, Trixie. Anybody else? What would you have done differently, or something that went really well?
I think everything was done perfectly, but if there is a wide range of vocabulary or phrases and collocations related to beauty and this topic would be more beneficial.
I see. So yes, so that's why, see, I post questions in advance. Students can read them and they can prepare their ideas. So that is usually, what I do on my website. I post questions in advance. And I hope that students actually prepare some ideas to share. That gives everyone a chance. So yeah, but that's a great point. Thank you for raising it. That was, who was that? I want to thank you for that. I think
I was Angela.
Oh yeah, Angela. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, good point. Good point. All right, guys. Well, the feedback from the teacher. Thank you. The third round of the discussions was, to me, it was most interesting because so far, I mean, they were all good today, but the third one was the most interesting because people shared from their heart, they shared from their experience, and that made it very real. In order to make it even better, I would just encourage all the participants to try and when somebody's saying something nice, well, then acknowledge this. Oh, wow, Danny Girl, I really never thought of that. That's a great point. Or, just so that people feel good about sharing their personal experiences. And Angela, also, I appreciate that you shared your own experience. That is great. And I think there was a lot of wisdom in that, right? Because some of us, we've never had cosmetic surgery. So it's nice to hear from someone who has done it and what the reaction is. This way we get a balanced view of the topic. Well, I am just looking at the time. We've been live for 90 minutes. I want to thank again our amazing participants, because really it is you guys who make this this a success. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. If you like these kind of lessons, I want to encourage you to follow English Spot on Twitch. Join our English Hub server, okay, because our lessons are hosted there. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can always buy me a coffee. And there's a link here to do that right here on the screen. This way I can be online more often and create more exciting lessons. So thank you again for being here. I'm looking forward to catching you next time. And if you have suggestions for other discussion topics, just message me, reach out to me on Discord, and I'm looking forward to seeing many of you again soon for our English lessons. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good job.
I appreciate everything.
And
Thank you.
all right. See you again on English Palette. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. This was great.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.